You're with Jake Cupid on ABC Illawarra.
Well, do you like free electricity? I'm going to assume you just said yes to the radio. I mean, who doesn't? For those of us who don't yet have solar panels on our roof, getting free electricity up until this point has been near impossible. But if you have a smart meter on your home and you want to be able to access electricity for free for some of the day, you'll be pleased to know that from July 1 next year, you'll be able to care of the new Solar Sharer scheme. Today, Federal Energy Minister Chris Bowen announced the scheme, saying the benefit of unused solar needs to be shared with people who don't have access to solar power.
We're now prosumers. We're producing and consuming at the same time, and that really gives people options. But as I said, not everyone has solar panels and a battery, so I want to open up the benefits of that democratisation to more people.
To other people.
To learn a bit more, Carolyn Lee is one of the founding directors with the Energy Experts based in Kiama. G'day there, Caro.
G'day. Nice to talk to you, Jay.
Pleasure. Thank you so much for your time. Just give us your initial reaction. Is this a good idea?
Well, I don't always find myself agreeing with the Federal Energy Minister, but this initiative is really smart because at the moment there's not enough demand when there's lots of solar being generated smack bang in the middle of the day. And this is a really clever workaround because it shares the benefits of solar beyond just those of us who have panels. Everyone who's in a position to adjust their energy usage patterns so that they use more power in the middle of the day get access to zero-cost electricity for at least 3 hours. So it gives you a similar benefit to actually having panels installed.
So who can qualify and how do they go about figuring that out?
Well, to take advantage of the new offer, you just need to sign up to the new Solar Sharer offer, either with your current energy provider or another provider if you so choose. You do have to have a smart meter installed, and that's an easy request from your energy provider for them to install one for you. And then you just need to shift some of your energy usage to the middle of the day when electricity is free.
So this is key. I mean, you're obviously only going to take advantage of the free power if you're using the power during the free window, and that could be turning the air conditioning on or setting the pool to clean mode or, I don't know, doing a lot of washing or something of that nature.
Charging your car.
Charging your car. Again, if you're lucky enough to be able to have an EV, a goal that I am trying to pursue in my near-term future. But the smart meter is crucial to the plan. How does a smart meter work and what's their main purpose?
Well, smart meters are literally a digital version of an old analogue meter, which some people still have installed in their homes. A smart meters basically ping energy usage data down the line to your energy provider every 5 to 15 minutes, and so they can see how much is being consumed on the property in regular intervals. And if you have solar, a smart meter can also determine how much solar energy you're exporting to the grid. And if you have solar, you should have a smart meter installed.
Right, I see. Okay, but you don't need solar to have a smart meter. It's like a one-way street that you can go up but you can't come back down kind of thing.
Yeah, you do need a smart meter to be part of this scheme, and you should have a smart meter if you've got solar.
So beyond the free power for individual households, Energy Minister Bowen there indicated the democratising aspect of this plan. What are the broader benefits if people don't engage, though?
I like that term, democratisation of renewable energy, because it is exactly that. It's a great plan for anyone who uses energy, which all of us do, who can use some power during the day. But on top of this, the whole thing helps stabilise the grid, puts downward pressure on power prices because it reduces peak electricity demand. And just by encouraging people to shift their energy usage patterns to times when there's lots of surplus in the grid, it's such a no-brainer. I can't believe they haven't come up with it before. Really.
Is there anyone that wouldn't benefit from this? Who's this not going to work for?
The solar share offer won't really work for working families without solar or storage unless they're able to program some of their appliances on smack bang in the middle of the day. And it won't really add that much benefit to solar households unless they only have a very little solar power system and they have some really large loads that they want to power at specific times in the day.
Okay, so the use cases could possibly be narrower than the language would like to, the rhetoric would like to describe. But I wonder if maybe you could help us get an insight into some of the cost savings. I know that everyone's home is made up differently and people, as you indicate just before, have different types of setups, but a rough sense as to how much money households could save.
It's a good question, and it is a very broad question that's tailored. You know, we look at every household's usage to work this out for them. But if I look at my daily energy consumption when I'm charging my electric vehicle, I'm using my washing machine, my clothes dryer, and maybe running some air conditioning, I might use 40 kilowatt hours over a 24-hour period, so 40 units of power in a day. If I made a concerted effort to use my heavy-duty appliances in a 3-hour window in the day, this might work out to be around 24 kilowatt hours of free power, which, based on current electricity tariffs, would save you about $900 per quarter.
Okay. That's
it's
not
significant.
Nothing. Yeah, gosh.
And it's free.
Right. Rob from the Highlands has given us a call. G'day there, Rob. How you doing?
Yeah, good, Jake. Just a quick question. I hate to rain on the parade, but the cynic in me sort of thinks, what's to stop these energy providers from adding a half a cent per kilowatt outside this free period? You know, it's 3 hours in the day, I know, 11 till 2 or whatever it is. What's to stop them from adding, we currently pay, 33, 34, 35 cents a kilowatt. Why can't they say, I'm sorry, guys, it's now gone up 34 and a half. Is there anything in this plan from the government to stop that, or even increasing the supply charge by 1 or 2 cents, you know?
Good thoughts there, Rob. Thank you. Caro, just an initial reaction there?
Well, my understanding from what I've read on the scheme is that there will be price caps effectively put in place to prevent energy retailers from hoiking up prices by offering this incentive to people.
So it's been factored in. There you go.
Yeah.
Obviously, check the detail of any contract that anyone wants to engage in. That's a decision that you'd all need to make for yourself. Now, Caro, older homes might have electrical systems designed and installed decades ago. I know mine does. Is every home able to take a smart meter right away, or are there costs involved in making sure your system can take that smart meter in?
It's a good question. We always say to people, before you sign up to anything like this, send us a photo of your meter box. Sometimes they do need an upgrade, and that can be in the thousands of dollars, $2,000-3,000 for a meter board upgrade. Most of the time you can get away without it, but it's always a good idea just to send us a photo so we can let you know, and that way you're aware of any costs before you make any sort of commitment.
Yeah, it's important to have all the information that you can find available to you. When solar first took off years ago, the feed-in tariffs were quite incentivising, but now they're decreasing to pretty low rates, really. What's a good size feed-in tariff these days, and will they eventually disappear completely?
I don't know if there is a good feed-in tariff anymore. That's why so many people are getting batteries. We're just inundated with battery inquiries at the moment because mains tariffs have gone up, so the rate you're paying for electricity, and solar feed-in tariffs have gone down to about 4 or 5 cents is pretty common these days. Sometimes it's 2 cents. I mean, it's insulting when you're getting charged 35 or 45 cents a kilowatt hour. But, that's the reason that the federal government has offered this carrot, if you will, to get batteries, because they recognise feed-in tariffs are probably going to go to zero because there is so much solar in the grid, and it's just not needed in the middle of the day until now, when our federal government has come up with a scheme that will enable everybody, whether you rent, you live in an apartment or in a house with a roof that's just not suitable for solar, everyone can get the benefits of solar now, which I just think is fantastic.
I'm speaking with Carolyn Lee, founding director with the Energy Experts based in Kiama. A few of you are sharing some thoughts on the text line. This person says, yes, free power sounds great, but the real reason for this is that if they prejudice too much power, they have to shut down entire solar plants to keep the right frequencies in the grid. Lou on the text line says, who will be home to turn on the appliances? These days, both parents have to work. Lou, I think the point there is, while I take what you're saying, and that is absolutely a factor, I imagine that someone who has a system as nifty as something that could take on this might have some kind of automated features to their home network. I know from a few colleagues at work here, they can have remote access and monitoring to how their solar system and battery is going. So obviously that could be a thing you might be able to access, but a bit of work might be required to figure that out. And Sorgato on the text line says, you could use a thermal battery to capture the free energy and use it to keep your home warm after sunset. This website that you mentioned there is building such a thermal battery for $1,000. It sounds like you're on the fringes of understanding the new technology as it comes out, Sugato. Carolyn, just finally, could this also potentially stop people from installing solar panels if they're going to get 3 hours of free power a day anyway?
I don't think it's going to stop people from getting solar because 3 hours is a very little window. And if you have panels facing east or west, for example, you can be generating much earlier in the day and also late into the afternoon, which has the potential to save you much more. And if you want to install batteries, which a lot of people do these days, solar really does make sense to marry up with battery storage.
Carolyn Lee, I really appreciate you making the effort to speak with us and give us your reaction to this development today. Thanks again for your time.
No, thanks for thinking of us, Jake. Appreciate it.
Take care. Take care. Carolyn Lee from the Energy Experts, founding director.